So, Robert, why don't you just share a little bit about your background? Where did you grow up? Where are you from? What was life like for you in the early years?
Um, I was born in Philadelphia and raised in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. It's right on the borders of West Philadelphia. Uh, I never really met my father. You know, he like he left when I was like about like not even able to walk or talk yet. Um, for all my life, just not having no guidance, no role model, no nothing. I just did whatever I wanted to do, and sooner or later I started drinking, and I was the life of the party, and that's who I wanted to be. I wanted to be somebody who I wasn't. And then it just progressed, you know. No God, no faith, no nothing, just what Robert wanted to do. Well, my name was Bobby back then. Everybody called me Bobby. What Bobby wanted to do, Bobby did. You can't stop me. My mom couldn't stop me. My grandma couldn't stop me. The police couldn't stop me. And then later on down the line, prison couldn't stop me. And alcohol turned into drugs, which drugs turned into homelessness. And it was in 1996, I was with like a Bible study on the cell block, and I accepted Christ as Lord and Savior. Um, we read out of the book of John, and in John chapter 3, when Nicodemus was talking, asking Jesus all the questions and everything, about ye be born again. So I figured, all right, let me try it this way, But my heart wasn't into it, I accepted him. I guess it was like I just wanted to be part of a clique in prison, and we all took care of each other in prison, and but when they called me for discharge, Bobby left, Jesus stayed, and that just by doing what I wanted to do and so rebellious, I pretty much spent 18 years in and out of prison, pretty much my whole adult life. So I entered in recovery in 2008. But my ears were shut, my eyes were shut, It wasn't like, God was there, but I didn't acknowledge God was there. I had my bouts. I've been changing since 2008. I did a big turnaround from how I was living. This is the most I ever worked from 2008 until now. This is the most I ever had jobs, long-lasting jobs. But before I get any further into that, I was baptized in the Jordan Creek in Allentown. How ironic, huh? But my heart wasn't into it. It was for, I guess, recognition and all that. Like, look what I can do. It's all about me until somebody steps in my spotlight. Then I got to up my game again, because I still have that little boy in me that wants to be selfish and self-centered. And that was my major downfall of everything, being selfish and self-centered. But I have not been going to church. I always had excuses not to go to church. It's just like, God's sake. Look at Joel Osteen. He doesn't preach from the Bible. He just stands there, and I'm putting them all down. Because it's cultish and everything like that. After I completed the halfway house, I moved into a sober living house, which is faith based. And, it's just like I started spending time with God there, But I wasn't really fully surrendering to Him, And how can I surrender to Him, And I worked right up the road from Thrive Church, and I always drove past rode past on my bike, and then I started cutting through the parking lot, and then I'm going to check this place out, and then it's just like God's just been inching His way in my life, like sneak attacking me, and it's just amazing, and I'm like, my eyes are like opening, and my ears are opened, and I've been reading the Bible, I've been studying it. I've been watching programs, and it's just it's just an amazing feeling that I've been getting, like I pray several times a day, I just look forward, to living for God, He's helping me, He's guiding me, but as long as I listen to Him and listen to the Spirit inside me, everything will be good for today.